In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to set up a stream from start to finish with all the extras using OBS. Let's get into it. Auto configure resolution. This is going to be the resolution. We're going to stick connect direct channel and video section, and it'll be the first box that pops up, which will be your stream key right here. Now for this video, I'm not going to show it because if you have access to the resolution and the output, which is so will pop not going on. So all stream elements, we'll just go ahead and click the connect with Twitch. Again, if you have YouTube setting up your scenes and all that, let's go ahead and run through some of the settings. So in general, there's not much there that you're going to want to change. You can kind of keep this all standard. Stream is important. That's going to be where you set up your service if you want to switch over to YouTube or anything like that. Output is another important section. So you have simple output and then advanced. For now, we're going to keep it simple. This next section here is video bitrate, and that's going to be how much information you're going to send through your internet to Twitch to make your stream look better. Twitch recommends at most a 6,000 kilobits per second, but you're going to need to test your upload speed of your internet, and the best way to do that is go to speedtest.net, click this big go button, and then run through the test. And then run through the test and figure out exactly what your upload speed is and your download speed. The more important one here is going to be your upload speed. And just a heads up, so 1000 kbps is going to be equal to 1 mbps. So if you have a more than 6 mbps upload speed, then you're good to run 6,000 kilobits on your bitrate, but I still would suggest somewhere between 3 to 4,000 and go from there if you are lagging or having issues. We do have a full setup video of laggy stream optimizations. Just go ahead and click that card right there. It'll run through a lot of these things in a lot more detail for you. My upload speed is 57, so that would be equivalent to around 57,000 kbps, but again, you really only need an upwards of 6,000. It's kind of the max you need. For me, I am going to adjust this down to 4,000. So encoder is going to be the next setting here, and mine's set to hardware NVENC, and that's going to be the one you want if you do have an NVIDIA graphics card and you want more of your stream to be running off your graphics card, which is the better one to use. However, it's really going to be dependent on your system. So X264 is going to be more processor heavy, and then NVENC is going to be more graphics card heavy. So whichever one is better in your system is the one that you're going to want to run. For me, I'm going to run hardware NVENC. Audio is where you can adjust all your input and output devices for all this. So if you have other mics, other headsets, all that kind of stuff, you can set them up right here. Video is another important section. So base canvas resolution is going to be the resolution that you see here, which should be equal to your screen resolution, so there's no aspect ratio issues. The next one is going to be the output scaled resolution, which is going to be the resolution that your stream sees. For this, to make it easier on your system, I usually recommend running 720p, even if you have a high-end system. It just brings the load on your computer a lot less compared to 1080p, and it doesn't look that much different. Bicubic downscale filter is fine, and FPS value, again, we want it at 60, especially if you're running any fast-paced games. Hotkeys section is a section where you can come through and adjust FPS value. Again, we want at 60, especially if you're running any fast-paced games. Start off, and usually you're going to want to use want them to be visible on your stream. And that there is pretty much everything you would need to start up your stream. But let's go ahead and add one more level to this and add in some overlays. So the first thing we can do to add an overlay, we'll hit the plus button. And if you want a static overlay, like for your webcam border, you're going to want to use image. So we'll go ahead and click image. We'll name this one webcam overlay. Click OK. Browse on your computer where your overlay is. For me, I have some set up on the desktop right now. Open that. Click OK, and it's right here. For me, I'm going to hold Alt to kind of clip out the bottom of this because I don't want all that stuff on the bottom of it. I'm just going to click that down, put this in the corner where my webcam is, and then I need to resize it. Not that one. I need to resize the webcam border. Put it about there, looks good. And I do want the webcam overlay on top of the webcam source. We're going to browse again for that location. It's right there. Rather than we're going to need a video capture device, we can click add existing because it's the webcam source that we need, but we do need it below intermission. If we right click it and go to transform, edit the transform, we can actually edit the position, the rotation, the size, and all that. So for this one, we are going to want this one to be slightly smaller. We probably want it to be smooshed together, probably like maybe 850. There we go, 850 seems to size that pretty well right in there. And this next section right here is meant to show off your screen, so we can go click the plus button again, go to display capture, add the existing source of the display capture. And again, we want this all the way on the bottom, but we do want it above the webcam, and then we got to resize it all the way down The next scene ones are Stinger. Exit out of that. Go over to this 3-bar section right here. Go down into alerts and overlays. Hit the little arrow and go to themes gallery. So in Super Themes, you're gonna have a whole list of things to go through and check out. You can hit the preview button to kind of see what they look like. So this is your gameplay scene, and they have a bunch of scenes already set up for you. Starting soon, be right back, stream ends. And then if you wanted one of these, you should go ahead and click create my overlay. But for this one, we're just gonna go over to regular themes and pick one of these more basic ones, just for the video. I'll preview this one. Just kind of a basic overlay with an alert and everything. I'll go ahead and click create my overlay. We'll just name it red. Click create. Stream Elements runs their one you decided to build, and you have a bunch of things. Right here should be the alert. Yeah, we click on it and it highlights the alert. Then here is going to be a few different sections for the webcam border. Then again, you can copy the browser source right here by clicking this, which is the same thing we did just a minute ago. Go back into this and you can see here, we're actually gonna go ahead and create a new, and we can preview or we can edit. So it can bring you into the full overlay of whichever one you decided to build. And you have a bunch of things. Right here should be the alert. Yeah, we click on it and it highlights the alert. Then here is going to be a few different sections for the webcam border. Then again, you can copy the browser source right here by clicking this, which is the same thing we did just a minute ago. Go back into this and you can see here, we're actually gonna go ahead and create a new scene for this. We'll just call it scene 2, that's fine. add a new source, click this and click browser source. This one we'll call overlay. Click OK. Then right in here, it's going to ask you for a URL, and that's where you paste in the thing that you copied. We are going to want to set this to our resolution, which for me is 1920 by 1080. And then click OK. It'll take a second to load, but there is the full overlay. Now you can't really edit it from here. It just kind of is what it is. You can move it a little bit, but you can't individually change the layering and all that. For that, you have to go back into Stream Elements and edit it from here. So let's say you didn't want these things to say at Twitter. Click on it, find where the at Twitter thing is right here. Go into settings, highlight this and change it to my Twitter. And then it'll be saved in here. Then you click the save button. You don't have to recopy it, just click save. Go back into OBS. And as you can see here, it might be a little small. Let's kind of make it bigger. It's now updated. Now one more time, if we go back over into Stream Elements, let's say we wanted this whole thing to be moved over here for whatever reason. Then again, we just click save, back into OBS, and now it's updated right there. Now for the alerts, you can do the same exact thing. They already have some pre-built alerts for this one. We'll click this, and we're in the settings tab, but if you were in the layers, it's right up here in the alert box, and then we can click settings. Click this gear icon to kind of see what's all going on. You can go through and change all these settings here for your alerts.
Let's quickly set up SE Live from Stream Elements. This will let you to move. Click on new. I'll name mine Twitch stream. I'm going to run the auto config wizard. Prefer resolution FPS to the other FPS. It's going to remove those. So your Stream Elements SE Live plugin is all set up now, and you could just press the start streaming button and you'll be live on Twitch. But of course,